Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is your boy Crypto Trading at your favorite crypto trading channel out there. Now, in today's video, I'm obviously going to go through some technicals. I'm going to teach you a little bit about the market and how it works, and I'm going to show you a little bit of news that is happening relevant to today, tomorrow, and this week in general. So let's just get straight into it. Now, first and foremost, as I said in the past video, I did make a trading strategy video just yesterday that you can take a look at, because I did say that Bitcoin was most probably going to break out from this correction pattern, which it has done recently, and we're looking pretty bearish at this point. Now, the whole reason why crypto is looking bearish, why everything is moving towards the downside, and why I do have the 10K level as a intermediate sort of a bottom that could be reached at some point, well, the whole reason is interest rate hikes and macroeconomic policies, which I did mention in a few videos back in the day, but nobody seems to listen, right? It's clearly bearish. The market is very, very clearly bearish at this point. And the one thing that we could maybe expect before a further and larger move down is if we do have some sort of a relief rally or something, a little bit of an upside movement before we do start moving towards more downside. Now, I'm going to come back to crypto in a second, but first and foremost, taking a look at the US 500, we can see that, if I just remove all the drawings real quick, we can see that we have been moving quite bearish very recently, right? So we did reach a top right around January of 2022. That was the top of the crypto market as well. And then we started moving down and creating somewhat of a nice downtrend line, which you can see right about here. Now, all of this is, just an indication that macroeconomic policy is actually working, that inflation is being countered, and that we are looking at a little bit more movement towards the downside before the market can continue moving up once again. My target for the S&P 500 is the 3.2K level, which, if we reach it, it would probably mean that Bitcoin should be somewhere around the 10K level at that same point. This is where I would be looking for a bottom. So somewhere around this area, we could see a head and shoulders or a consolidation and potentially a reversal in the market if and only if the Federal Reserve says that they will stop hiking interest rates and start implementing other expansionary policies. So this is the level I'll be looking at, and currently the S&P 500 is looking quite bearish. So we're gonna have to see what happens at this zone right here, where we're sitting at right now, because it is a zone of significant support / resistance since the past. So you can see that the price did hit it right here as a level of support, then it did hit it as a level of resistance, then as a level of support once again, and we have to see, is the price going to actually break down below, or is it going to come back up? So if it comes back up and this relief rally that I was talking about, we could make a movement into this trend line once again before we move down, break the previous low, right, and then make a retracement, a pullback, and then move further towards the downside. So that's what's going on for the S&P 500. Now, moving back into some of my favorite cryptos, we have Bitcoin, which is quite clearly moving bearish and potentially will be moving towards the 10K level. If we do see somewhat of a relief rally, well, we could just extend this larger correction pattern, right? So it could be happening over a longer period of time, and what it could look like is something along the lines of this going on. So, if we do see some more consolidation going on, don't be confused. This is the normal market stuff, because before a big move such as this one happening in the future, you need to have a big level of consolidation. Now, if you move on to the weekly time frame, one interesting thing that I'd like to note is that when you're looking at these correction patterns, right, every single time I personally find a pattern, I like to use the complete length of the staff of the flag itself as a indicator of where price is going to move in the future. So as you can see, this is called my minimum price objective, and it coincides directly. Let me just remove the drawings once again, just to make it more clear for you all. So the minimum price objective means that once you have a flag forming, such as this one right here, it is very simple to see where your potential target could be by using the minimum price objective. This line right here represents the minimum price objective because it is the length of the staff of the flag. So if you have a flag pattern, you have a staff, you have the actual flag, and then you have a movement down. This is the MPO right here, and the MPO should coincide with the movement down as well. So for Bitcoin's case, this is how it looks, and basically the MPO comes directly down towards the 10K level. Now, a few other coins that I like to take a look at, Mana, for example, Decentraland is also looking quite bearish. We did break out of the consolidation level. As I said, the first target will be around the $0.64 mark, and the second target could be even more, even further down, somewhere around the $0.38 mark. And, if the market really does go bearish, then we could go even into the $0.2 level. But with the hype the metaverse is getting, with predictions all around the world about the metaverse reaching a $13 trillion valuation by by 2030, I sincerely doubt that mana will be moving too far down because hype will engage. Ethereum, well, we have merge news coming out real soon, so even though that's happening, we do see a pretty clear head and shoulders pattern happening right here. So you can consider this a relief rally, and then the head and shoulders pattern, which you can see has the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. And potentially, if we do break and close below this area right here, we could be making some more downside into this target first. And, you know, potentially if price keeps moving down, we could even go down into the $500 mark if the market is really bad. So I'm just preparing you for what's potentially going to happen in the future, but let's stay alert. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and hit the bell icon. I will update tomorrow on the whole situation. Now, why did I say get out now? I said get out now in the thumbnail, not to clickbait you, but because the market is most likely going to move down. Even if we see a relief rally, you know, you're not going to be sad about, you know, missing you know, a little bit of profit when you can catch this much of downside, right? It makes perfect sense. Now, in some other news, the Ethereum Merge is actually coming out very soon. So what do they say? The Bellatrix upgrade was released recently on the Ethereum blockchain, and it's the beginning of the merge, which is basically there to transition Ethereum from proof of work to a proof of stake blockchain. Now, this TDD number, or 5.8 whatever and a million zeros behind, is the terminal total difficulty, or TDD, that represents the cumulative difficulty of representing this whole merge. And when it is reached, the network will merge its execution layer with the new proof of stake consensus layer, making Ethereum a proof of stake network. The merge has been a long time coming, and finally it's going to happen. So this could be some good news for the crypto world in total, and for Ethereum especially. Now, when it comes to the top 10 cryptos, it's already pretty similar. We have Bitcoin on top, Ethereum, Tether, USDC, Binance USD, Ripple, ADA, Cardano, Solana, Dogecoin, Polkadot, and Matic. I don't know how Polkadot and Matic are below Dogecoin, but that is just a you know, mystery that we're going to have to solve another time. And lastly, when it comes to cryptocurrency market cap, well, we are looking quite you know, low, but you know, we could go even lower. So the peak when it comes to market cap was just below the $3 trillion level. But you know, if you know, Citibank is saying that the metaverse will be worth $13 trillion sometime in the future by 2030, then it only makes perfect sense that crypto is worth, you know, more than $3 trillion at some point in the future. So even though I have all these bearish predictions when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these cryptos, I still have a pretty bullish outlook on the whole crypto situation when it comes to the long run. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you did. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the blockchain or crypto world. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.